Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, throw open your windows and call out to your neighbors. That's right. It's time for the weekly check-in with your hosts, John Perrotta and Jessica Leigh. We have an action-packed panel for you this evening. We've got one of the top headliners on the East Coast. His name is Chris Tabb. Sliding over next to him, we have one of the most handsome men I've ever seen, Nick Yu. And then we have our number one fan, soon to be in the comedy field himself as a booker, a producer. Her name is Karina, real name Karen. We have the celebrity therapist to the stars, the beautiful Jessica Leigh. And now it's time to introduce
the show brought
the
to you
man, the myth.
Mike,
Will you tell this man, don't interrupt me when I'm working? Every time it's something.
Mike, we got a sponsor. You're not doing your job. We got a sponsor.
Does he not think I know we have a sponsor?
Oh, I like your haircut.
I got that myself.
Mike?
Sponsored in part by A Million Little Things by Karen. Yay! 2 mugs. Here he is, boys and girls. His smile lights up the whole eastern border. He's John Perrotta.
Right, Jessica, we got a great panel. We'll turn it over to them in a couple of minutes. She's the part of the weekly check-in that made this happen. She's our therapist every Tuesday night. What's going on, Jessica?
Not too much. How was your Easter?
It was good. My grandpuppy, the Australian Shepherd, Winston, came over. We hung out, and he got the end of the ham. We gave him a little bite of ham, and he went crazy. So it was pretty good.
Yep.
So how's it? Do you got the prescription pad tonight? You're the therapist. Can you write the scripts tonight if we need anything?
I do. Yep. We ordered pizza for Easter, so that's yeah. I just threw in the towel early this week.
You got pizza on Easter, no ham.
Yeah.
Can we make a note? Can we make a note as grown-ups? I think we should refer to it as the resurrection.
I hear you, Chris.
Because
that tone.
Yeah, Easter means something else. So when you hear the resurrection, you're not going outside to look for eggs. You know what I mean? Or a rabbit's gonna, like a 6-foot rabbit's gonna jump on you.
In the Christian community, we call it Resurrection Sunday because that's what it is.
Resurrection Sunday.
Resurrection
Sunday is a name for a rock band as well. If you guys were putting together a rock band, Resurrection Sunday goes to the top of the charts immediately. Did you hear the new one by Resurrection Sunday? That's opening the Grammys. Resurrection Sunday opens the Grammys. How can you not?
Somebody's got to open a Grammys because this year was not good. Sunday. It wasn't too good.
Give it a break. Give it a break. It's we're living in a virtual world. You're gonna grade one of the greatest award shows ever, and in a pandemic, it wasn't great. They did it. They got it on TV. We all need to take a step back. Look at us. We're all on.
It got panned, Chris. It got panned. I didn't see it, so I can't give a review. All I know is what I read. They even knocked my buddy Bill Burr. They even trashed him. They was upset with him because of his act that night. I saw him. I saw what he did.
They did the best they could with it. They created great TV. All right, they created great television. So that's all we're looking for right now.
I want to see you have your own talk show.
We're trying to entertain the world, and people are panning the Grammys. Come on, they're doing the best they can. Beyonce in a mask. Listen, who doesn't want that?
I'm just going by what I read. I don't know. I only saw clips of it. I personally like the clips I saw because the girls didn't have much on. They were dancing. What's her name? The one that was in the Wayne's World commercial. What's her name?
Any of us would have traded our right foot to present the Grammy to Taylor Swift. Just saying.
What's the girl that was in the Wayne's World commercial? The rapper.
Cardi B.
Oh.
Yeah, she looked good to me. I seen a clip. She didn't have much on, but she looked good to me, Jess.
I got to tell you, I want to go right to Chris Tabb because I love what he just did. He put himself right on a TV set.
I was gonna say, did I miss that? Was I not paying attention?
Listen,
Dude, Chris comes with his team and they come hard. That is
Got to.
definitely awesome.
you got to.
He's
I
got
like
his
how it's
own
old
IT
school
guy over there.
TV.
What's that, Nick?
It's an
Listen,
old school TV. You know, it's got the dials.
I love it. Absolutely
I had a Zenith.
love it.
I had a Zenith in the
you
80s.
lo- and if you lose one of the dials, grab the pliers,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's taking you
which
back,
often
man.
happens. Which
Oh
often
man,
happens.
I
As
remember
far
those
as
days.
Cardi B, man, put the kids to bed. The kids shouldn't have been up watching
I
Cardi
like
B.
Cardi B. I think she's cool. I haven't heard much of her songs. I just like looking at her.
Ah!
I mean, I listen to her
Cardi-
now and then, but I like the look. I like the look. of
Cardi
B.
B
I like the
wins.
look.
Cardi B wins because that's part of it. That's part of it. It's all
Yeah.
the visual.
She's got
Damn
the
the
look.
records.
She's got the look.
She's
If
no
Mike- if-
Resurrection Sunday, but I'm telling you, as far as like talent, she's got it.
She's got it. Karen, what do you make of this so far? The weekly check-in.
So far, I'm loving it.
She made an Chris. I don't know if you ever had an antipasto. She put it on Instagram and maybe Facebook. I saw it. She made this giant antipasto on Easter. It was unbelievable. I mean, I get hungry just thinking about it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll the dice here. Me and Nick, antipasto.
You know, I don't do
Yeah,
too
that's
much.
gonna be a no.
Yeah,
No.
I don't do too much pork. I don't do too much pork. I don't.
If you guys have never had an antipasto, Karen, tell me what
Look,
antipasto
have you-
is.
Did you
Hold
just
on.
meet us? Like, what is happening?
Chris, you need to have an antipasto. You'll love it. Tell her,
You
what's in the
have to.
antipasto? What's in the antipasto?
Well, I mean,
Sounds-
everybody makes it different, but mine had prosciutto and mozzarella, provolone, hot peppers, roasted peppers, vinegar peppers.
Chris, can I just take one swing at this for you
Looked
first?
awesome. Awesome.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
so let's just say we're from a different planet and we just learned the English language. The word anti is in it. Like it's not pro pasta,
Well-
it's anti-pasta.
Boom.
I mean, yeah. All right, Chris.
Hey.
take it.
Wait. Oh, you got it. I have it too. Look.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It sounds like the
Look at
breakfast
that.
of
Look at this.
anti-vaxxers.
Full cut cheeses,
It's like
Why is
peppers.
this so much?
roasted
What is
peppers.
all that?
It's a
Is that
feast.
you can
It's a
pick what
feast.
but you can pick
It
what
looks
you
like
want.
it
out of
looks
it.
like a buffet line at a Subway.
Like,
Are
They're at
you
a
telling
Perrotta
us,
show
Chris
back in the old days.
and Nick, that you have never had antipasto ever?
You had
No,
to.
but I was gonna say it's a man's charcuterie board.
Pretty
I
much.
was expecting a plate of pasta.
No.
I know the name again. The
Anti-pasta.
name's very misleading. Someone should
Yeah.
do it.
Why?
Where's the
Why?
Italian
What's the
comment?
pasta? What's the pasta?
No, it's pasto, not
It means-
pasta.
I think it's like anti, like
Antipasto.
before the pasta, before you get to that.
No,
It's
anti
like a
means
salad. If you have a salad before you, when you go to eat, you have a salad first. The
Yeah.
Italians have an antipasto before they have
Right.
the feast.
That sounds like you're getting vaccinated.
It means like an appetizer. Pretty much like an appetizer.
I don't know. I don't understand. That looked like a platter of meat.
When things get better, Chris,
right? It looks
I'm
like
I'm
taking-
supposed to eat a whole platter of meat before
No,
my
you don't.
meal comes.
no, you have some.
No.
Everybody has some.
That's the meal.
Listen,
That's the meal.
when
I'm
this
telling you,
pandemic
man.
is over, I'm gonna take you. We're gonna have an antipasto, and then I'll have some lasagna. I'll do that. You and Nick.
For an encore, Chris is going to tell you he hates pasta and meatballs. So this is going great, actually. I can't wait to see how this is going to progress. We're on a great track here.
You like pasta and meatballs,
Anti-pasta.
you guys? Chris, you like pasta and meatballs?
Do you mean spaghetti and meatballs?
Well, whatever. Spaghetti, rigatoni,
Yeah,
ravioli,
you-
meatballs.
Whatever. There's no whatever.
There's all different kind of
All the
pasta.
All the pastas have different names except
Yes.
anti. So
Yes.
if you're talking about spaghetti, the long spaghetti, I'll do that with some meatballs.
How about cheese
But-
ravioli and meatballs?
Nah, bro.
You don't like cheese raviolis?
Wow. You know what, man?
Those come
I got to call up my son Johnny and say, check this out. Your world famous, funniest person on earth, Chris Tabb, doesn't like meatballs, doesn't like antipasto.
Okay, but hold on.
What are you seeing this guy?
Why do you think Chris doesn't age and why he's in such great shape? He doesn't need it. He's probably living on protein shakes, grass shots.
I probably had
Chris
50,000 cheese raviolis in my life. 50,000.
Chris and Nick, have either of you ever worked with Alessandra Grima?
Yeah, one time.
Chris, have you?
On Zoom.
On Zoom.
She was on the last Zoom.
Okay. Years ago, they did a casting call for the Prince Spaghetti commercial where the woman yells out the window, Anthony, and she won it. She did that commercial for like probably over a year.
Wow.
Yep, that was her. She was like 21
Why was she
at the
on
time.
the Zoom with us?
Because she's our friend.
She's an actress, comedian, and she's a Zoom artist.
We had her one night. Go to the window, throw open the window, and yell out, Anthony!
Wow. If she lives in Providence, that's dangerous.
Right?
I wouldn't have did that. Poor guy show up of like, you called Anthony. You called Anthony.
So Chris, you're the one getting booked. I got a few shows coming up. I'm starting back up this Sunday, doing an open mic, first time on stage in 13 months. What do you got coming up, Chris? You said you got most of your weekends already rolling, huh?
Are you doing it at the bar, the giant bar that used to do the?
I'm going to Brad Pierce has got an open mic, and it's at the tent. It's at the patio in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Small crowd.
People are still outside. People are still outside.
Yeah,
we're not.
But I got some inside shows. I got some stuff cooking.
We're not back.
I'm coming back, bro.
Listen, we're gonna be in December outside with earmuffs on, telling jokes.
No.
No, I actually have something interesting coming up on Sunday. I am going to be the finish line announcer for a virtual road race taking place on Zoom.
Wow.
And the race is based in Israel, and it's going to be people from all over the world. And when they finish the race, they'll do their own race, like privately, like in their neighborhood, or they'll run around the couch or whatever. And then they're going to jump on the Zoom at the end, and I'm going to be there having a Zoom party for the finish line people.
Nice.
Wow. How do you get a gig like that, Chris?
I told you I got a team. I got a team, man. I got, it's been working. It's been working. I got some things up my sleeve, and we're gonna work it out. Not like Karina's mugs, but I'm like trying to get to that level. And if she ever gives me that money back, I can really like start building my empire. And Jessica holding out on me with her money, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're in a pandemic, and I'm a giving person. Thank God you don't owe me any money, Nick. Jesus.
Nick, when are you going? When are you getting on stage again? You got anything lined up yet, Nick?
Ooh, good question. I don't have anything lined up yet. I'm actually trying to figure out my travel schedule. I got some things for work-wise lined up. I told you about the chocolate that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the world's healthiest Nutella chocolate spread. So that's my latest.
Wait a minute. Stop the car.
I know you're gonna have to go into this a little bit more. What do you make this? Like, do you?
I do. Yeah, I just got a patent pending on it.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So we basically, instead of putting sugar, we put raw agave powder, which is twice as sweet as sugar. So that took care of a lot of the sugar problem. And then I added some whey protein to it. Not a lot, just enough to kind of kick up the numbers. So now for breakfast, you could have 2 tablespoons of my Nutella. It's 2 grams of sugar, 7 grams of protein. And yeah, it tastes really good, and it's shelf life stable up to a year. So.
Wait, what form is this in? Is it in a bar, or what form?
No, it's just like Nutella. It's in a jar.
Consume it.
Yeah, you consume it. Yeah.
Okay. So here's a news bulletin. I don't eat Nutella.
Yeah.
So I mean, what is Nutella for?
So Nutella is like, it's a hazelnut chocolate spread that people put on crepes. They'll put it on toast. It goes great with antipasto.
There you go.
I mean, you can put it on anything, really. I mean, I wouldn't, but you could.
You're gonna start selling this stuff, Nick?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
start selling it. So I've got some farmers markets lined up. So
What's the name of the product? What do you call it?
I call it Nushi.
Nushi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nushi, like NOUNOOSHI?
NUSHEE. Nushi, like the new girl, Nushi.
Nice.
I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole, but how does Nutella know you're doing this?
Listen, now that I know you're off in Israel doing stuff, just don't get back to where I was there in Italy.
All right. Mike's going to have to cut this part of the Zoom out because obviously there's some infringement. I'm never going to get my money. I'm never getting my money back. I already know that. But okay, yeah. So you're making a new chocolate product for the kids. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Sounds wonderful.
Can I buy stock in this, Nick, or what?
Yeah. So I mean, essentially, what I want to do is after I create it, I want to create a beta brand for it. Like, what's the biggest problem that Coca-Cola has? They didn't create Pepsi. They should have. So if you can if you figure out that you have a product that's going to work and you have at least patent rights over it, yeah, why not just create different beta brands? And one goes after like the bougie woman, one goes after the workout fiend, and then the other one is designed for families. So ideally, if it works, I'm going to market it a couple of different ways as different entities. And feel free to buy stock in whichever one you feel is.
Can I go with you when you have the meeting with Nutella?
I actually can't think of anybody better suited than you
I just want to be in the room
and be like, I want you to be like, I didn't even believe antipasto was a thing. You don't even think that this Nutella chocolate spread is a thing. You got something else coming to you.
I just want to be in the room.
Chris can do the commercials.
So
you
now,
can do the commercials, Chris.
To Chris's point, I'm looking this up right now. To Chris's point, you're an attorney. So let me unpack this and then pack it back up.
Hold on. Is it okay to discuss, Nick? Because
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna make this stuff that we already have. The stuff is already there. So you're just gonna make it again?
Make it healthier.
Slap your face on a jar and hope.
Oh yeah. No.
Wow,
So
he's good looking.
So Nutella has 22 grams of sugar. Mine has 2. And Nutella only has 1 gram of protein per serving size, and mine has 7.
You have every right to do this. You have every right to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a lawyer. He knows, Chris.
He'll know he does until he gets that team of lawyers from Nutella saying, "We need to talk to you, my friend."
Yeah. Nick, I thought you are a lawyer. Aren't you a lawyer?
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
No, but the crazy part is, I've employed a huge law firm, a patent law firm, to help me with it. So when you were talking about you got to have a team under you, just make sure your team isn't more expensive than what you're bringing in, because then that really sucks.
There it is. Go. Yeah. Because you'll need to sell a lot of jars of Nushi before you start to see any profits.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Nushi.
No, but I'm always up for a healthy snack, and I've never had.
I'm not. Chris.
I understand that. I understand. You're
this
trying.
Is why I've never brought
raviolis.
This is why I never brought it up. What was the point of bringing it up?
Yeah, we need to have a smorgasbord comedy show. Where everybody brings a dish. You do 5 minutes and then everybody brings a dish afterwards.
That's actually
so
really
what we've got here then, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you're doing your own version of like Hydroxy versus Oreo.
You mean Hydrox?
Hydrox, whatever. I think isn't Hydrox those?
No,
Hydrox.
Hydroxy. Like diet.
Yeah, Hydrox. You want to make that clear because Hydroxycut is ladies cutting fat.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Chocolate cream filled cookies.
So what's the cookie? Hydrox?
Hydrox is the knockoff Oreo
so I mean,
cookie,
it's the same cookie.
Which are horrible.
I get the Oreos. I don't want any problems.
Listen, Hydrox is the candy corn of cookies. I'm telling you, those
Okay, there you
are
go.
absolutely awful.
Bad company to be in. Bad.
Now,
company.
Nick, have you focus grouped this yet? Has anyone tasted it?
Yeah, I've sent it out to a couple of different co-packers and distributors. You know, believe it or not, on my Instagram, I do a lot of Instagram polling for logos to see what resonates with more people. And honestly, whether I'm doing a real estate flip or I'm doing logos for a chocolate brand, I use Instagram polling helps me so much to kind of direct, at least to get a launching point of where you want your target to be and your audience to be, because it's a great free way to do that.
Another question.
Yeah, I like it. I might slap some on a piece of bread or something.
We'll put it on some antipasto and we'll send you some, Chris.
I want to try it.
I was getting ready to say if we have the open mic the open mic bring a plate, Karina, don't bring antipasto. I'm going on record now to say don't bring that.
Why?
I was gonna bring the ravioli. She was gonna bring the antipasto.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the don't bring list too. But here's my thing. Okay, so that picture you showed me looks like there were just dishes and you were just putting the stuff in the dishes. You didn't really like cook or make anything.
No, you create it. You create an antipasto board. You don't make it.
Sham food.
Is art and art is subjective?
It is.
It's not a sham. I grew up on antipasto.
No kidding. That's not a sham.
That stuff that you just showed in that picture could be put on a sandwich. That's not.
You could put it on a sandwich.
It was meat and vegetables.
It's dynamite, Chris. Dynamite.
That's a vegetable platter. That is not. Oh, I'm seeing through this.
Everything should be a platter.
Right?
This whole thing.
I think Cardi B should be on a platter. Go ahead, Chris.
Subway made a fortune off of it.
Chris is coming unglued. He's leaning up into the camera. He's really upset about this.
Why doesn't Edible Arrangements get into the antipasto business?
Oh, it's so good too.
I mean, all it is like throwing stuff in a box.
Yeah, but it's not. It's work to make an antipasto. You gotta get
presentation. It's all about the presentation.
Work.
You don't have to bake anything.
Well, you bake other stuff, but the antipasto is the appetizer, the big Italian appetizer before the feast.
It all comes down to the right seasoning, the dressing. Let me tell you, I'm gonna go on record and say this: if Chris rolls up at any party spread that Karina does at her house at the Sabetta compound, and she puts out an antipasto, I'm gonna say we see Chris Tab going up to that at least twice.
Yep.
Definitely. Can I defend Chris for one quick second?
Please.
The lawyer's defending you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Approach the bench, counselor.
May I be heard? Thank you.
Yes.
So first of all, now I think I understand Chris's frustration, because like when I go on a date and a girl tells me that she can cook and I ask her what's her favorite dish to make and she says a charcuterie board, I'm like, no, that's not.
I would never have said that.
There was no cooking involved in creating that. Am I right?
It was preparation. It's more.
How do you know? How do you know I didn't pickle all those peppers myself?
That's right. That's right, Karina.
No, because you're not angry.
How do you know I didn't make that mozzarella cheese myself?
There you go. There you go,
Chris
kid.
would take that bet.
Right?
Chris would take that bet.
What was the main course after the antipasto? What did you have?
Me? Us?
For the family, what did you
Lasagna.
have?
Lasagna. And then ham.
And then ham.
Yeah. All the sides.
Lasagna with
side.
layered dough with cheese, meat, and sauce on top. Just come on, guys. Just let's make sure.
I love it.
Let's just make sure.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know.
I love lasagna.
Good.
Wait,
You
but
like lasagna, Chris?
Nushi is just chocolate that you put on bread.
There you go.
But I didn't say I cooked. I didn't say I cooked.
He didn't say he was Chef Nucci.
I didn't say I was Chef Antipasto.
Listen, a second ago, John was raising. John raved and said that you should have your own show on Fox, creating the greatest antipasto in the history of the pasto field. And then, I got presented with all these photos and whatnot, only to find out it's just you just lay out a platter that you got from your aunt or something, and then you fold some meat and stuff on it, and you put some pickles on it. Like, I created an antipasto.
It's dynamite, Chris. Dynamite.
I'm offended.
Dynamite.
It's so good.
Don't be offended. Adopt another dish as your greatest.
That's not my greatest. John just loved it.
You can show me how to make an antipasto in 5 minutes.
See, what's happening here is
Never.
this.
No.
What's happening here
You
is
can
this.
text me the ingredients tonight.
Chris froze up. Come back to us, Chris.
Has to
Hold
take
over
it.
the slices of meat.
Chris has to taste it because at this point in the conversation, Chris thinks an antipasto is nothing more than taking a large Jersey Mike's Italian grinder and shaking it upside down.
Deconstructing it.
Laying it out.
It's a whole art to make an antipasto.
You had
True.
lasagna, Chris. After that, lasagna. You like lasagna?
I only like certain lasagna.
We're lasagna.
I like certain lasagna.
I could go to Tokyo and they give me lasagna. I'll eat. I don't care where I am in the world. I like lasagna.
Nah, man.
I don't care where it is. Any Italian restaurant, I've never had a bad piece of lasagna. It's always all right.
Nah, I've had lasagna that has too much of the I think it's called ricotta cheese.
Yep,
Love
ricotta.
it.
Yep.
Love it. Can't get
It's
enough.
ricotta. It's
Way
ricotta.
too much.
It's not
I don't say it with the sass that you do, but I'll take your class later on how to pronounce ricotta cheese.
There you
All
go.
right.
If I slice down into it and ricotta comes out of each side of it, oozing everywhere all over the plate, cancel this. This is not good.
Oh no,
This
you
is not
can't
good.
cancel lasagna. Oh,
No.
Cancel lasagna.
No.
I like my lasagna a little more cakey, and I prefer sausage in it. I prefer
Ooh.
some spicy sausage as
That's
opposed
nice.
to
Yeah.
along
Sweet
with
sausage.
the
I-
ground beef.
I got-
I'll eat
I got
anything,
something back.
Chris. Any kind of lasagna. Whatever you got, I'll eat it.
Nah, not everybody's lasagna is great. It can't.
I never had a real bad lasagna. Even if it's
Yeah,
halfway
everybody
decent,
would
I'll
do
take
it.
it.
Listen, you're married. You got to say that.
Crazy. I know why you never married an Italian girl, because the first thing you'd say to her, you make antipasto, forget it, you walk away.
Yeah, we
That's not cooking. That's not cooking.
we'd have to sit down and have a long conversation.
You get in a
long-
beef with the whole family. You can't marry an Italian. It'll be beef. You don't like antipasto, they'd be beefing with you, Chris.
Yep.
Listen,
If Chris ever married a culturally grown Italian girl and came at her with what he's coming tonight, he'd be knocking on Corey Manning's door saying, bro, I got to stay on the couch for a few nights.
yeah, man. Listen, it would be tough. You'd be sending a hit squad after me because some of it. I actually told somebody today I'm also not a fan of Italian cookies.
oh, that's sad.
Have you ever had a wine?
John, earmuffs, John. Earmuffs.
Have you ever had a wine biscuit, Chris? A wine biscuit.
A wine?
I eat
Look
a
at
bag
Chris,
of them
Chris.
in one sitting.
This is just amazing.
I go to Calavito's
Wine
Bakery and
biscuit.
get a bag of wine biscuits. I eat the whole bag in a half hour.
That
Wine
sounds like the
biscuits.
things. Sounds like the things you use if you lose the cork to the wine bottle.
Oh, they're delicious, Chris.
How about
But why-
pizzelas? Did you ever
I'm
have a
bringing-
pizzella?
Did I ever have a potato?
A pizzella. Pizzella. No?
Do they serve them at IHOP?
No.
Then I probably haven't.
I'm bringing you a
probably
bag of
haven't.
wine biscuits when I see
There
you
you go.
June 5th.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
bringing you
gonna
a
pass
bag.
on the wine biscuit.
All I know is
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. So one of the best meals I've ever had, though, happened at an Italian restaurant.
Mm.
I think it was an off night, and I was in the North End. I know it was an off night because I found parking, and I had never had fresh pasta. I had never had pasta like made, because down there they make the pasta fresh.
That's right.
And I had never had that before. So I ordered ziti, broccoli, and chicken, and I ordered ziti, broccoli, and chicken. I don't trust you, Karina. I'm telling you.
What?
I had never had it before, and that was the best ziti, broccoli, and chicken I ever had because it had fresh pasta in it.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'll have some spaghetti. I probably like the most common Italian dishes, but when you guys start getting off into the squid and all the tentacle food and
have you had veal palm, Chris?
Chris, listen,
You never had veal palm?
Chris, you don't have to sugarcoat this. Don't tell us that you like the simple stuff or the fresh pasta. Chris is probably the only guy that goes to an Italian restaurant and during the meal keeps his mask on. He's still got the mask on while everyone's still eating.
I'll have more of the wine, please.
Hold the
I want
biscuit.
to see him eat a wine biscuit. I do.
Oh man, what is it about the Italian pastries? Are they using no sugar in those?
It depends what you had.
I had all of them are iffy for me, but I had the ones. They were cookies with just like jimmies on the top of them.
Yep. That's big around Christmas. Yep.
It was
maybe
what?
biscotti. Biscotti?
Yeah, she sounds like a cute girl. But outside, yeah, it was just I couldn't, man. I'll just have the coffee because this cookie is just. But I will say this, one of the best weddings I had ever been to, an Italian wedding. Great. You guys know how to throw a wedding. I will say that.
I had 3 of them. They were dynamite.
You're probably over your limit at this point. You should give some of those back.
Chris, the first one, big Italian wedding. Then we got an annulment. Second one, big Italian wedding. Then we got divorced, and I remarried her. We don't want to have 3 big weddings.
You got to lean into the mic. We can't hear you.
After an annul and a divorce, you should not be able to have a big Italian wedding.
They wouldn't let me the 3rd time.
Yeah, you didn't do it right.
If you get divorced, don't use me for the next time, man. I swear to God.
I get divorced again, Nick.
Over the years, John, it's over. We're finished.
You're the guy. If I get divorced again. How's the big case going, Nick? Nick's on a big case. Explain the case and what's going on.
Well,
if he can, I don't want to be part. I don't want to get indicted.
Yeah, so I had a case where a guy was making his mortgage payments. The mortgage company switched, and inexplicably they stopped taking his payments, even though he'd been making them. And then they tried to foreclose on him. This like 80-year-old guy. So the case has been it's going to trial in August. It's we sent out our $1 million demand. They countered at $5,000. What do you guys think? Should I take it?
No.
Wow.
You're the attorney. Are you the attorney for the mortgage company?
No, for the older gentleman. For the plaintiff.
Oh, okay. You're on the right side of history.
I'm on the right side.
Okay.
I represent the good guys.
Well, you got to win this case,
Right.
Nick, for this guy. You got to win
I
it.
got to. At this point, I have to. If I come back on the show and tell you guys I lost or only got $5,000, I'll never show my face.
If you lose it, we do a GoFundMe page, and we'll do a benefit with Chris Tab in it. We'll raise money for this guy.
Why do you think I'm selling chocolate now? I'm like, hey, I don't know if this is going very good here.
You'll know if you lost the
potluck
case
dinner.
if you ever log into a Zoom show and you don't have that whole Egyptian thing happen behind you. Then we'll know that didn't break
The
your
chair,
way.
I lose the chair and it's just a stool,
That's right. Yeah,
with a white
Sitting in
background.
a metal fold-out church chair.
Yeah, guys, I'm doing this in my car. I hope that's okay.
Right, there you go.
Just the show's out of control.
That's the Comedy Factory lawyer, though, right there.
That's the Comedy Factory lawyer.
Lawyer. You've got an antipasto chef. We're doing good.
I'm telling you, man, we're on to some
Got a
good stuff
disgruntled
tonight. We
Chris
really
Tab.
are.
Doesn't like
Antipasto
Italian cookies,
chef.
antipasto,
Antipasto
ravioli.
chef is a reach.
Here's what we got to do. We all got to get ourselves invited to Chris's house over the holidays to see what he lays out for a spread. Then we're going to know what he's into, what he likes.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to know what his favorite food is. What is your favorite food, Chris?
It's gonna be all breakfast food, people. So buckle
Like
up.
IHOP, Chris. Like IHOP.
Really?
Get ready for some bacon and eggs. Some of the
Oh,
best
yeah.
pancakes you've ever had.
I'm
I'll
right
make you
there.
some biscuits. Listen,
Okay.
I'll show you a picture of.
What do you put in pancakes?
I'll show you a picture of antipasto. What is it?
What do you put in your pancakes?
So I start and I use Bisquick, but I add some of my own ingredients into the Bisquick to turn it into a premium pancake product. I have had many requests for me to make people pancakes.
Now, what I want to know is, because I buy bacon all the time, what do you buy for your bacon?
Well, I like a crispy bacon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, me too.
Normally, I'll go along the lines of a brown sugar paper or maple type bacon. I'll throw in a package of turkey just for those fans, because there's always some turkey bacon people in the house. But turkey bacon doesn't get crisp enough for me.
I know.
I've been going lately with Smithfield bacon. It's a nice thick cut. I put it in my pan, completely cold, put the pan on medium. Soon as it starts to curl a little bit, I flip it over, about a minute there, take it out, get all the grease off of it, and it is absolutely supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's so
Well,
good.
yeah, the thick cut bacon is good, but if I'm cooking for a group, I'm not gonna
No.
It could get expensive. So you
Because
might get
bacon's a
some
science,
Shaw's-
man.
Shaw's
If you're
brand
not paying
bacon.
attention to your bacon, you can ruin it. You can absolutely ruin it.
There's a very small window
That's
in
right.
cooking bacon.
And if you don't
There's
pay
a very
attention to your
small
woman, you're
window.
going to ruin that too.
Shorter window.
I
Very
found
small
out.
window.
I wasn't paying attention. Shit happens. Well,
It was the comedy that did it, but it's all going to make a better book.
I'm dying to write a book, but I'm afraid if I put everything in a book, Chris, I'm going to have to leave the country.
Well, write the book, and publish it on your deathbed.
That's what I
That
should do.
way-
And leave my
that
kids
way-
to deal with it.
Exactly. And then your kids start reading through it and go, "Oh my God, he told us that was our aunt."
Crazy,
I
Chris.
called that lady auntie.
You know what? I might die in bed, Chris. In my will, I'm going to leave you a giant antipasto made by Karen. She's going to send it over to your house. You're going to
I'll
knock
still
on the
say
door, and you're going to look, and there's going to be a hearse out there. Perrotta must have died. She's going to walk in, Karen, with the giant antipasto. Cronin's going to be behind her with Italian homemade cookies. You're all set, Chris. You're all set.
As long as she comes in with some sort of sexy apron on, because that's the only way I'm letting her in with a big platter of meat. So you better get all dolled up, because when I see that antipasto on the front porch, I'm going to be looking through the peek hole like, leave it on the porch. Let the raccoons eat it.
Oh,
all
man.
Crazy, Chris. Crazy.
I love
I'm all-
antipasto.
I can't wait.
I
I can't wait to see Chris Tabb, June 5th, the Carriage Inn, headlining our dinner show. I can't wait to see him back in action. I haven't seen him in one of my favorite comics, Chris Tabb. I got to tell you.
I'm going to that show.
One of my
I'm going to
favorites.
ride down with you, John. I'm going to go to that show.
geez,
Yeah,
no pressure.
You
No
do an
pressure.
unbelievable job, Chris. You do.
Listen,
No, we'll put the
listen.
pressure on you by bringing my son.
Okay, that's fine. He can
You know
record
that-
my
you-
bomb.
Do you
It's
know that
okay.
story, Karina? Do you know that story? I know that Jessica does and Nick does.
Yes,
My
I know.
son Johnny, there's no debate, no argument. Chris Tabb, funniest person on the planet. He loves him.
Yeah, he's the man. Chris is the man.
Yeah, I'm looking
Nick
forward to that.
Yusuf is pretty funny too. He's a funny dude. And I do all right. Corona does all right. Jessica, but we're no Chris Tabb. He belongs on Saturday Night Live. That's what I always told
Chris
him.
Tabb, I said this the last time and he got all humble on us. Chris Tabb is like watching a Netflix special. He's just that God gifted,
Listen,
talented.
I try to be as entertaining as funny. I learned a long time ago, be worth the price on the ticket. And
Yes.
You deliver.
You know,
Chris, I wanted to
people
tell
have a
you,
choice.
I was in the
You
Cape
said what?
this summer. I was in the Cape this summer. I thought of you, and I saw one of those bike cops, and all I could think of was Chris doing his routine with the guy on the bike.
Yes, yes.
And I was dying laughing, and I couldn't explain to everybody why I was laughing because I was like, I'm not going to do it any justice. But just know that there's a genius of a comedian that does a great job with this bit.
You got to do that June 5th, Chris. You're not going to get paid. I want to see the bike cop.
If I can remember
Oh.
it. If I can remember it. It's
There
been
you
such
go,
a long
there you
time.
go. And
It's
also, I
been
will
a
add,
while.
Chris Tab is the only comic that I booked that sold out all his merchandise. Gone. Sorry, folks.
that was-
no more.
Wow.
That was amazing. I ate. It was good pancakes that night.
You know, and honestly,
It's
Chris,
that night.
you know, if I could just, since this is we roasted you a little bit in the beginning, but now it's kind of like an homage. Chris is one of the classiest, just humans on earth, and it's really hard for somebody to be so funny and to take you to a point where you can laugh, one of those belly laughs, and he can do the show really clean. And I couldn't think of a better comic to have every member of my family, everybody I know watch, and just, again, man, you can paint a picture so well and make it so funny. I always enjoy it. Working with Chris is really just a private show for me.
Thanks, man.
I agree, man,
I like-
because with Chris isn't one of those acts where you pay him and good night, folks, and you see his brake lights going down Warwick Avenue.
Yeah,
He
for sure.
hangs in there. He's there until he's like the last person leaving. He's signing autographs, taking pictures, and that goes a long way. That lets people get to know Chris the person, and that is what sells. That's why he sells out, because not only is he hilarious on stage, he wants to spend some time to get to know you. Yeah, I'll take a picture. Yeah, sign it to who? What do you want me to say? Boom, boom, boom. That goes a long way.
Yeah, because you just never know. I learned a long time ago. You never know what somebody's going through.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You never know what somebody's going through. This could be their first comedy show, or, you know, I've had a couple of occasions where someone will tell me, wow, you know, my dad's last time out, he saw you at a comedy show. Or, you know, we brought somebody from my family that just needed a laugh and I didn't know what to expect, or whatever. You don't know. So I feel like for those 2 hours or whatever it is, I just want you to forget your troubles. You don't have to go back to your life right now. I'll give you 100%. I'll give you 110%.
Amen.
Whatever it takes. And I'll sign a piece of paper or take a picture or whatever. I could end up being talked about at somebody's Thanksgiving dinner. We saw this guy 2 years ago in the back of a Chinese restaurant at a John Perrotta show. You know, I mean, you just don't know. So it's my way of paying it forward. It's just my way of paying it forward. Hopefully somebody can pass on another laugh or good feeling to somebody. So if I leave nothing else in this world, I'm gonna leave you smiling. That's why I've started posting, like, just, you know, positive or motivational things on my Instagram or on my Facebook or whatever. Because, you know, if tomorrow's your last day, I don't want somebody to, you know, the news goes to my Facebook and they see two women fighting. That's my last post. Or, you know, me saying something about the president or something like that. I have my opinions about those things, but I would rather leave you with something that, you know, would stick with you a little bit longer. You know, I've always been the guy that hates to see when they're talking good about someone on the news who's been in a car accident or someone, but the photo is of them, like, with their back turned, they've got a beard, or, you know, you can't see them or something. I just want to leave something positive with people.
You do.
So,
Amen.
You do.
I will probably never post the picture of a platter of antipasto, but I'll try to find.
We're not all perfect.
Yeah, I'll try to find some good in it. What's the meat that's on the antipasto? What's the
I'm
meat?
not telling you now.
It's all Italian cold cuts, Chris.
Don't be offended.
Italian cold cuts. Tell us again, Karen. What's the meat? What's the meat?
What's the prosciutto? You could put anything.
Is that
You
the
could-
beef?
It's
Is
Italian
that the
ham.
beef family?
It's Italian ham.
So why not just call it ham?
Because ham is different.
Because
Yes,
it's an
completely
Italian
different.
ham. He was a
It's-
bookie, Chris. He was a bookie.
It's
Can you
made
have-
differently.
Can you have? Does it come from a pig?
Yes, but it's made differently. It's
Can you
cured.
have
It's
it
not
on a
cooked.
sandwich? Can you have it on a sandwich?
Yes, delicious.
I've never heard someone order a prosciutto and cheese.
Yes.
Try one. Try
You're
one
gonna
this
spend
week.
some time on Federal Hill next time you're in Providence.
Or in Johnston with me. We have
Or in
it.
Johnston, right? Yeah. Yeah, you roll up into Luigi's, right, Karina? He's gonna hear that being ordered.
I know, Chris. I know how you feel. You feel like your life has been a lie this whole time.
Yeah.
What?
There are two hams? I thought there was just honey cured
Christmas ham
regular
and
people.
deli ham.
Yeah.
There's an Italian
new
ham, Chris. It's
It's
good stuff.
Italian ham. It's good
Can you-
stuff. That's right.
Do you have it on Easter?
You can have it whenever you want.
You can have it 300 days a year, Chris.
I gotta look into this. Make sure you send me your social media, Karina, just in case I have.
Oh,
some
I can't wait. I'm gonna post antipasto all over your page.
questions. Well, no.
And that'll be a positive thing, Chris.
Well, no. But I may just have some questions about items, just so
Okay.
in case I'm out with friends and I gotta run to the bathroom and text you. Hey, quick! They're ordering something I can't pronounce at the table. What is this? I need your help. What should I order? I once went to with an old boss of mine. He took me to an Italian restaurant. The entire menu was in Italian. How rude is that?
Yeah.
Even me, that's too much for me, Chris. I can't read Italian.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not down with that either.
Nah,
they're
I
all
would just
giggling, and I'm like, now I gotta like spin the big wheel on Wheel of Fortune to figure out what my meal's gonna be. I don't know
Well,
what
you
they're
you're
bringing
ordering
over
off the
here.
kids' menu.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go with the fries and the chicken fingers at the Italian restaurant. Put the sauce on the side, please.
You're crazy.
Horrible.
You know, I agree that that's what you need to do because there are Italian restaurants that are like that. Dude, we're not in Rome. We're not in Italy. English. So you know what? You should say, you know what? I'll have a fry and a burger. That let it have them right back. That crack. I went there one time. I'm like, hold on, what the heck is that? That's the chicken. I said, what you say chicken. Tell me
Say
it's
chicken.
chicken.
Put an emoji next to it or something. Let me know
Right,
what it
right.
is.
Show me
You
some
gotta help
pictures.
me out here. And then
Guys are
the
nuts.
waiter's getting huffy. He's like, because I can't figure out what it is. He's like, I'm like, bro, what do I look like? I'm from Southern Italy, where the sun it's on the sunny side. So that's why I'm a little chocolatey here. I can't figure it out, man. Come on. All right, so
Just
make sure
what-
you send me your information, Karina.
I will.
I might have.
We're gonna call this the Antipasto Show
Yeah.
tonight. Tonight's show was a big discussion about antipasto
Yes.
I'm gonna bring
And
it up.
Italian
I'm gonna bring it up
cookies.
at my show on Saturday.
and wine biscuits.
I'll tell you,
Fine.
Chris, with all that merchandise that you sell, Karina would make an excellent contact because she makes all that stuff.
Oh, like besides the antipasto?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Chris has already got a team. He's got a team that does this, Chris, right? You got a team?
Yeah, the team's got to
Well,
approve it,
well-
guys. Let's not get carried away.
Right.
And we gotta talk, and
Well,
it's also about Nick's new product, but I don't even know how to say it. Nushi?
I'm excited.
Nushi.
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 Well, I think we should all get together when it gets better. Have some Nushi, antipasto, and ravioli and meatballs.
And
Definitely.
Pancakes. And
And
pancakes.
pancakes.
I'm gonna take my Nushi on some ice cream.
Yeah, good.
All done.
Did
No,
you
I'm
put
trying to
Nushi on your
eat
pancakes?
healthy. I'm trying to eat healthy, Nick. So I'll try some Nushi if you have any samples.
I will.
Okay.
I'll send everybody samples.
Yeah, I tried to eat healthy in 72, but it didn't work out. Crazy. Well, it's that time, Mike.
Dude, I'll tell you, man, I hate the rapping because this has been a great show.
It's
See
better
what
to
happens-
have less is more. You don't want to
Well,
go.
you know what? This just speaks to when you dig
It-
into and lean into a good topic, we all have fun.
This is your rap, Mike. What are you going to say to wrap it up?
Well, you know what, man? I am humbled and honored to be a part of this panel tonight. It was a great time. I enjoyed our conversation. Karina coming. You know what I like too, man? Karina. Here's
name is
Chris. He's
Karen.
coming at her. He's throwing some shots. She stood up and said, "Oh, no, you don't." She came out swinging. She was defending her Italian food. I loved it. Jessica, great hanging out with you too. A lot of good points. Nick, always fun hanging out with you. I still think you're using a filter on that camera tonight because no one's that handsome. Chris, man, love you. You are so God-given talent. I can't wait to tell my son we were hanging out. You know what? And I am going to tell my son, dude, you want to roll out with me? June 5th, we're going to the... Now, I got a good story about you. This place that you're performing, 100 years ago when Johnny's like 5 years old, I buy him a gray 3-piece suit. Mom, Dad, Aunt Kate, we all go down to the Carriage Inn. So we get in there, and in the function room, there is a wedding going on. Well, Johnny wants to go to this wedding. He's bugging me, bugging my mom. I want to go on. Johnny, you just can't go. You're not invited. So he looks at my mother and he said, "That's okay. I'm going to wear this suit to your funeral." So my mom looks at her and says, "Hey, you do that." So that's where you're going to be. And I'm going to ask him if he wants to come, Chris. So I'm looking forward to that show. And if he comes, you can give my son an autograph and take another selfie with him.
All right, Mike, you're the man. Mike, my website. He did my YouTube channel. He's done phenomenal. He's my team. And Jessica's on my team. Karen, it's not Karina. It's Karen. Made this antipasto. What are you going to say? Well, we lost Chris Tabb. I don't know what
I know, we lost him. What happened? I think he got offended.
No.
Yeah, Chris.
No. What
Chris
are you going to
bowed
say to
out.
wrap it up, Karen?
Just thanks for having me again. And I want to come too. I want to come to that show June 5th.
You guys are going to call the Carriage Inn. I got nothing to do with tickets for that show.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Dude,
talk about
we're
that.
dropping your name. We know a guy. We know a guy. And that guy we know is you.
They can only have so many in the room, and it's not like the pub or the Knights of
Well,
Columbus.
Karina, we got to call tomorrow then. We got to
They
All
don't
right.
have the
we gotta
tickets
get
till
reservations
Thursday.
for me, you, and Big Daddy.
We'll talk
Okay.
about this. Chris Tabb is coming back in. All right,
There
Karen,
you go.
great having you on the show. Chris is coming back in. Here he comes. Chris,
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
My internet
Joseph, what are you going to
dropped.
say to wrap it up? And then we're going to go to Chris. What are you going to say, Nick?
Well, first of all, I know we broke the cardinal sin. We weren't supposed to talk about politics, but then you had the antipasto and then the anti-antipasto faction going back and forth. But I think we all learned a lot, and we learned that we have more similarities than differences. Now, hope everybody gets vaccinated, and if they don't get vaccinated, have antibodies. And no matter what, keep wearing your masks. And hopefully, the next time we do this show, my client will have more than a $5,000 counteroffer, and everyone will have tried the Nushi chocolate.
I'm in
There you
that
go,
guy's
Nick.
corner, man. Thanks for coming on, Nick. You're the bomb.
Have it, guys. Great to see everyone.
Chris Tabb, what are you going to say to wrap it up?
Check me every Saturday. I'm in Foxborough at the CBS Sporting Club. I won't be trying antipasto, and just looking forward to life after the blip. And if this Zoom has shown me anything, if we can all laugh together, we can all live together.
Amen.
That's it, Chris. No doubt about it. You know, I can't wait to hang with you June 5th. I'm really looking forward. That's my first real big show back. I'm really looking forward to hanging with you.
Yeah,
You're a
no
great
pressure.
guy.
No pressure. Chris.
Don't worry, Chris. You're not gonna tank. I never saw you tank yet. You're not gonna tank. You're gonna be
First
fine.
time
You're
for
gonna
everything.
you're gonna no. You're gonna nail it, Chris. He's the man. Jessica Leigh gets the last word. A therapist on a weekly check-in. What do you say, Jess?
Well, so Chris said that we can all live together. So Comedy Factory House is next. We've got Comedy Factory House edition.
Yeah.
We'll have to have 7 kitchens. Karen will be in one room making antipasto. Chris will be making pancakes. Ron will be making bacon. I'll be
7
making
kitchens.
ravioli. Nick will be making his nushi.
Not
And
cooking
Jess,
it.
what are you going to make, Jess?
Parm. Chicken
Huh?
parm. And I'm not
Chicken
even Italian.
parm.
Chicken parm. Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, have you ever had chicken parm? Of course, right? No, you never had chicken parm, Chris.
Oh,
You know, as a black man, I've had a lot of chicken, so the parm isn't high on the list. But I think I might have. But, you know, since I've been a grown up and I can go out to restaurants myself, I've never ordered chicken parm before.
Oh man,
Never.
Cook for him.
this shows
My
off the
goal.
charts.
That's my goal, to cook for Chris.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This is a wrap, guys. Karen, it's her name's Karen, not Karina, by the way. Mike calls her Karina. It's Karen.
She wrote Karina in.
I did.
I know there is an A there, right? Okay,
I
but not on
did.
Facebook, right? On Facebook, there's just
No, on Facebook it's not.
She spells it like you think it's Karina,
Karen.
but it's Karen.
Karen.
Are you
Karen.
wanted by the government? What's up with all the name changing? I mean,
By the government.
you have open case? You have open cases or something?
Karen,
Yeah.
What's
call
going
me.
on?
If you need to talk to me. If you need it, I'll leave a
Yeah,
text.
it's-
Talk
I'll
about
call you. I'll call Nick.
Sounds like-
Okay.
Sounds like she's on the run. So I don't even know if you were supposed to be on this Zoom. Whatever your name is, lady.
And on that note, it's a wrap. I want to thank all you guys for coming on. Stay healthy. We're going to be back on stage soon, and things are going to happen this year. So thanks for coming on, everybody.
God
Thank
bless.